Hey guys, welcome to the weekly loot video. We're on week 7 of this series. I really quickly wanted to cover Hailey because she is coming out in 9 days. And while we don't know what her secondary stat is going to be, we do know that she is a chill-based Descendant. And because these reactors rotate on a weekly basis, they may potentially not be available during the week that she actually releases. So I would definitely swing by these missions that I've listed right here and maybe potentially try to get one of the mounting and substat roles that I have on the screen, so that when she does come out, you guys do have one of those that you can use for her. Next, we also have Ultimate Freyna that's going to be releasing alongside Hailey. And while she's not currently one of the better mobbing champions, I'm hoping that one of her new Transcendent mods changes that. And if it does, this could potentially be a really good reactor with the Secret Garden paired with its unique ability. So if you guys have a chance, I would definitely swing by and pick up one of these. Also, let me know how you guys feel about this more infographic style type of video, and whether you guys would like me to add anything such as like potential roles for either mobbing and bossing to these videos, so that you guys can just screenshot these. The next reactor that we're going to cover here is going to be one for Viessa. This could potentially also be used for Hailey. It just depends on what her skills end up being and whether she has a fusion skill that can be used with the blue beetle. But this is the reactor that I would go after for Viessa if you're running specifically her cold-bloodedness mod. Also this week we have Lepic's best reactor, which is going to be the impact round fire tech reactor that we can use with guns like Nazitra's Devotion. The reason being is because this sharp precision shot mod stacks up faster with impact rounds than it does with any other round type. This is a fairly short mission, takes about 30 seconds to complete. We also have a non-attribute dimension reactor that can be used with several characters. However, the role that we're going to want to go after is going to be a Greg's Reversed Fate mounting, because this pairs really well with the Valby and Gley gun builds. Last reactor I'm going to cover today is going to be the Electric Singular Impact round for Blue Beetle for Bunny. Now, on this mission specifically, we have to do a couple things with Bunny. If you're on high voltage, you need to remove that, and then you also need to take some of the range out of the build in order for this little farm to work. I have an entire video on this that I did about a month ago or so, if you guys want to check out on my channel. But once you've done that, gonna come over here to the A plate, and we're gonna go ahead and activate the security thing. And then we're just gonna wait for the enemies to spawn in over at the waterfall. And you need to let a couple of the enemies walk over onto the plate, and you'll see here in a second they're actually gonna start to capture that, and it's gonna stop the progress. And you just want to make sure that you're not killing those enemies that are on the plate. So we're just going to go ahead and kill these ones that walked up to us right here. And then from this point, you're just going to rotate between the inner cave and the waterfall. When you come out of the cave here, make sure you hug the left side of the wall so you don't kill the enemies on the plate, because if you do, it messes up the farm. And just repeat this until the mission fails and then restart it. As for the components we have available this week, we have the Aux Power as well as the sensor that are available to farm. These are the roles that I'd recommend for gameplay and for farming, so definitely screenshot this if you guys need it. As for where to farm the sensors this week, they're going to be available in Remnant, which is in Agna Desert. Unfortunately, this zone only has 2 missions available, and they're both fairly long, so you can kind of pick your poison with that. I would probably go with the Outpost Workshop. The power units, on the other hand, they actually have a really good farm this week that's going to be over in the Abandoned Zone. This is a very popular gold, Kuiper, and XP farm that people have been using for some time. It's the Environment Contamination Zone mission. So this week, instead of reactors, we're just going to be getting a lot of the power drops. I have some gameplay on the back of the screen here, which is just kind of the route you want to follow for farming this with Bunny. She's obviously the best to do this with, though you can do this with pretty much any character you want. There's always bunnies that are they're running this when you load into a public lobby here. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys have any questions or you have any suggestions that you guys would like to see in these videos, just feel free to drop a comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a good one.